what we bought at the PAX Virtual Market. So PAX Unplugged we went to December 2022, and they had through BGG a virtual marketplace where you could buy and sell your new and used games. So we went right in and bought a number of different things. Here are the things we bought.
All right, first up is Everdell. It has 3D printed inserts as well as 2 expansions, the Belfair and Pearl books. Right there, so excited. I have been eyeing this game since it came out, and you saw that magnificent tree on people's table, and Matthias made me wait.
Yeah, we got that for $50, so I think that was a fair price. It's a standard edition. I know now they have like the big box, which is the size of the 2 of us combined. And they also had a collector's edition. This is the standard edition with the standard promotions or the standard expansions, but for $50 US, and everything's going to be in USD. I felt that was a fair value.
Absolutely, and I can't wait to hit the table.
So the next game we got was Galaxy Trucker. This is the new 2nd edition. I think this was $18. I've played the Galaxy Trucker app in the past and I loved it, so it was time to bring it aboard.
Oh, nicely done. And we ended up picking up the expansion for this, which is brand new. So first we're gonna dive in to the base game, and then we're excited to add in that expansion later on.
And we demoed this at the con on the Saturday night. What'd you think of it?
I liked it. I didn't really know what to expect from Galaxy Trucker. It was more of a Matthias research project, but I really enjoyed the mechanics of it. I like the blind draw, and then as you get going, you get to see and you can maneuver your ship. I'm not gonna lie, I literally scored 0.
Yes, 0.
Like, I didn't know that was possible in a game. I did it.
I don't think you can go negative. I don't know if they would just repossess your ship and make you pay like a bigger payment or whatnot.
Can't say that I'm good at the game, but I enjoyed it.
You'll get better. Now you know how to do it. Our next buy was Vivid Memories, the Kickstarter edition. I have very little knowledge of this game other than it looks really cool, and it's a Kickstarter edition that comes with a playmat. We got this for $10 in kind of a combo buy, and from what I can see, people online, I think it's like a 6.6 or a 6.8 on BGG. People either like love it, they're rating it at like an 8, or they're like, it's not for me, and they're rating it at like a 4. So we want to find out. Is it closer to the 8 or closer to the 4?
All right. The second half of the Vivid Combo buy is this giant beast, Tidal Blades, Heroes of the Reef. And I have to say, I was against this buy from the get-go when Matthias told me it did not fit on a Kalex shelf.
Yeah, I didn't realize the box was this big. This box was so big, I was just looking at our video monitor and I actually went like into shade while you picked this thing up. So yeah, this thing is a gigantic beast, and this is kind of, I think, like Vivid Memories as well. People either are like, they really love it and they love the lore and the production values, which looks amazing from what we can see, and some people are kind of like, it's almost too much for what this game is. We have no idea, but we're gonna find out. So we got this for $51 for the Kickstarter edition, and that's where we were kind of able to combine the Vivid Memories for $51. It also comes with the expansion. I forget the name of it right now. I guess I can look that up very quickly, I think. No.
Nope.
Next.
Oh, there we go. Tidal Blades.
Angler's Cove.
There we go.
So it also comes with the Angler's Cove expansion, but at least from a production standpoint, looks amazing. I wish it would fit on a Kalax, because just by looking at what's inside, you probably could have cut this box in half and just doubled it up. But, you know.
Note to all publishers out there, board gamers love Kalex shelves. Do not make games that don't fit. Double stack, 1 foot by 1 foot by 1 foot makes us happy.
I wonder if it's a marketing choice, because it, like, if you fit in a Kalax shelf, you kind of fit with everybody else. So at least this, if you walk in a board game store and you don't know it, you're like, what is that? A gigantic game, right? I don't know. What do you think?
And from my viewpoint on a marketing standpoint, if it doesn't fit in a Kalex, if it was up to me, it wouldn't.
Okay. Our next buy was $5, Ice Cool. This game looks cool. Lisa teaches in a class where people play board games and board game designs. There is one little fish in here that had, I think, part of him was broken off, but we looked at it and it wasn't that bad. So for $5 US, Why not? Let's be cool kids for once.
Next up is Cave versus Cave from the Caverna world, and it's 2-player only in our favorite box size ever. This is a game that I have been after for years, and every time I see it, Matthias says, we don't need another game. Let's be honest, look at our shelves. He may say it, but when he's shopping, it does not apply.
Do I need another, I love Uwe, but I feel like I don't want to say I'm Uwe'd out, but that's one of his older designs, and how he's brought it to 2 players. Maybe it's Caverna we played before, and I didn't have a great experience because we played with 6 people and it took forever. And I also feel like this is kind of like a different kind of Agricola. I love Agricola, all creatures big and small, so we'll see. I'm just I like Agricola, all creatures big and small enough that I'm like, do I need something similar? Maybe it's not similar. I don't know.
Next up is Monochrome Inc. This is an adventure game. We are loving all adventure style games, so we figured why not test out one done by Cosmos. And it was only $5, so we play it once and then we'll figure out where to go from there.
And I'm not sure if this is one done by the brands. Let me just double check here while I'm on camera. It is not. It's Matthew Dunstan and Philip Walker Harding did the concept. So I'm pretty happy that Matthew Dunstan, we have a few games of his. I enjoy his games, so I think that should be fun. It might be 3 cases in there. Not 100% sure. The next
3 times 90 minutes.
The next one we got, maybe I'll show this as a combo. I'm going to go back. Caverna was $10, by the way. We got this for $8 combined. We have Fox in the Forest, which is a 2-player trick-taking game, which sounds pretty cool.
Absolutely. Trick-taking games typically at 2 players aren't that hot, so we're excited to see what this one feels like.
And then we have The Mind, which is kind of working your way up and down a number scale and just trying not to step on each other's toes, so to speak, by losing lives. So both little nice small box games that I think we're just wanting to try out when we build up our small box collection, because I think all things being equal with our shelves at this point, I'll take a small box over a big box.
And as he said earlier, I am a teacher, so if these don't work in our collection, they likely will find a home with my high school kids.
That's for you.
And Pax has made it back into the collection. Matthias had this idea that we didn't need it because we have trails. So he was mistaken in the idea that he could trade it out. So he traded it out. So I thought it was my duty to buy it back. So now we have Pax back in our collection. I love the theme of this game, and the artwork in it is beautiful. You really can't go wrong with this.
I'm glad this is on camera, because earlier you're saying we have too many games, and you're like, oh, look at my shelves, I have too many games, and then here you're like, oh, he traded this one out, so I had to bring it back in. So I don't know which way you're kind of going on this.
At some point, we're gonna make a bed out of board games, because that's what's gonna be our bed frame at some point.
Yeah, I don't want to wreck the boxes. It lowers the value. Next one, and Pax was $20 when we bought that. This was $18, which I feel is a good buy. Isle of Cats. We have never played this. Was that very much I like?
Yes, well, if you notice the size, Matthias told me,
we're
getting
this.
Isle of Cats. It's a small polynomial game.
Apparently
it takes up a third of a Kalex shelf.
Yeah, it's a big box, but there's lots in here, from what I can see. So it's
not
like it's all empty space.
And there's an awesome bag that holds all the polynomial tiles. So that's kind of cool in there. Not gonna lie, I'm a dog person. If this was Isle of Dogs, maybe I'd be that really excited. But they're cats. People, we need more dog games out there.
Yeah, I don't have an issue with cats. I don't think you have an issue with cats. I'm allergic with cats, but
I don't have an issue with them. I just
okay.
Or horses.
Isle of Horses. Well, there you go. So new expansion ideas. But from what I hear, this is a very good game. And for the $18, I was wanting to try it. But yeah, I did not realize that we were getting to this gigantic size box. So, oh well.
We got excited to sell games. That's why we decided to do this marketplace at PAX. But then when we started posting our games, which we were excited to sell to make some space, we saw these things called deals. For gamers, and deals are bad news, no matter how you shape it. I literally could have to stack them on my roof, and I'm pretty sure I would still buy some.
Yeah, and we didn't sell much of anything, and what we did sell were like the Caverna size boxes or the adventure size boxes. So I feel like Tidal Blades itself, probably that one box was all the room that I moved out to clear. So
I'm not gonna lie.
So that means I can trade Parks again.
He's funny.
No. Okay. All right. The last game we got, this was $25, was the Magnificent. This is, I'm not even 100% sure. I think this is like a polynomial dice placement drafting Euro worker placement thing. I like the sounds of all that. Like, we like all of that.
Everything that's in this game, like when you're reading it on BGG, sounded fantastic. So it was a good price for the game, so we decided that we'd dive in, try it out, and if not, there's always BGG.
Yeah, and this is an interesting one, I think, because in Canada, this never went on sale. In the States, I feel like this did have like almost like a little bit of a clearance period at like the $20, $25, so I probably paid what was originally paid for it, but up here in Canada, that never happened. So This was my lowest jumping in point. So I'm looking forward to it. I don't know when we're going to play all this stuff, but we'll have to do it sooner or later.
By June, we should have videos on all of these games.
Don't hold me
I
back.
can't guarantee you any time earlier, but we are super stoked for what we got at PAX, and we are going to get them to the table as soon as we can, and we will share our thoughts when we have them. If you like this video and want to see more of our rants and tales and reviews, feel free to hit that subscribe button.